Hello guys, how are you? I hope you're fine. This is Mrs. Teixeira and we are here today to have our Clil lesson. This week, our Clil lesson is going to be in our material Anglo, okay? So please take your books and let's start. Before we start a new unit, I want to correct some exercises that I ask you to do as homework. So please go to page 20. On page 20, I ask you to do exercise 1, 2, and 3 as homework. Let's correct. First one, it's nice to the good times and the bad times with friends. It's good to share the good times and the bad times with friends. Number 2, you should always your friends' faults. Nobody's perfect. You should always, what is the option? Forgive your friend's fault. Nobody's perfect. Letter C, friendship is not friendship if you can't trust each other. If you can't trust each other. Next. Try to people by thinking about things for their point of view. Try to understand people by thinking about things from their point of view. Don't argue or be upset if your friend doesn't agree with you about something. He or she has the right to have an opinion and you must. People's opinion we must respect. Friends are different from other people, like family or classmate, because you can choose who your friends are. If you want to keep a good friendship, it will require mutual respect and effective communication from both parties. Okay. Number 2. Make true sentences about yourself. Use the verbs in the present simple form. Present simple. Yeah, let's start. I come from Belo Horizonte. My brother doesn't study economics. My aunt lives in Curitiba. My parents don't travel to Europe every year. Most of my friends aren't over 18. I like math. Friends for me not include envy and jealous. Friendship for me doesn't include. I like romantic films. Great. And the next one is my father a seat belt when he drives. My father wears a seat belt when he drives. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue doing. If you need, you can stop the video and then copy the answers, okay? Exercise 3. Exercise 3. Complete with present simple or present continuous. Let's remember, present simple we use to talk about things that are happening. Present simple that are routine. Present continuous we use to talk about things that are happening now. Look at those guys They are dancing. Because when I say look, you should look now, in this moment. Mary is a gossip. She always means routine. She always talks behind a friend's back. Usually, geralmente, so we used to talk about routine and it's a question. So, the correct form is, do you usually work in groups at school? Next one. How often Sandra hang out with her friends? When I use how often, I'm talking about com que frequência, so it's a routine. I'm going to write here this answer because we didn't have enough blank, vai faltar espaço. How often does Sandra hang with her friends? Letter E. Look at Bob and Jimmy. Look. Now, are they arguing? Next one. Just means now. They are just pretending. They are very close friends and never, rotina, do that. Listen, in this moment, your cell phone is ringing. I'm sure it is your best friend. To wish you a happy birthday. Tá ligando para te dar parabéns. He is calling in this moment to wish you a happy birthday. Again, guys, if you need, you can stop the video, copy the answers, and later you continue, okay? It's time to start our Unit 3. In our Unit 3, we're going to talk about urban culture. When you think about urban culture, as you can see here in the picture, we have graffiti. Graffiti is kind of an urban culture. Okay? So, let's start. The following image tapki scenes usually seen on the street. Can you describe them? The following pictures represent scenes usually seen in the street. Can you describe them? So when you are on the street, you can see this kind of pictures, people, everywhere that we go. So the first one we are talking about graffiti here in Foz do Iguaçu. When you walk around the street, it's possible to see some graffitis. Number 2 is tattoo. Yes, lots of people like tattoo, so it's possible to see this. Number 3, friends dancing on the street or maybe skateboarding. Number 5, friends all walking together. Yes, talking and having some fun. And number 6, people with a different hairstyle. Okay, guys, now that we described the pictures, we are going to answer number 2. Which of these actions in the picture may be considered art manifestation? Which of them? So if you think about number 1, we have art involved, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Can you see art on this? No. And number 6, yes. So you can answer all except Number 5. All of the pictures, but no, number 5 is not an art manifestation. Okay. Now, we are going to get ready to start our text comprehension. There is one exercise, and then you have the text to read. So in our exercise 1, we have some categories, and you are going to write these words in the right category, okay? So when we talk about music, which word from this box can we use when we talk about music? When we talk about music, we have rap and DJing, and also break dance. Good. When we talk about fashion, which words from this box are talking about fashion? Cap, good. Los clothes, that is big clothes. What more? Colorful sneakers. Colorful sneakers. And bright colors. What is bright colors? Cores vibrantes. Good. When we talk about sports, which sports do we have in here? Basketball. And what is the other one? Skateboarding. Great. And which word can we use as street art? Graffiti and street installation. Street installation, guys, is when the person put the object to show the art. For example, sometimes when you see a place that sells a bike, they put a bike in front of the store to show that is a bike store. But it's not put and take out, coloca e tira à noite. No, is always there. This is a street installation. Okay? Now, I want that you read the text, urban culture. You are going to read this text, and you have some exercises to do as homework. Which exercises you are going to do as homework? Exercise 2, the useful language, and exercise 3. What you have to do in your exercise 2? Read the text again and find on each paragraph they talk about it. 2 important names in the hip-hop music movement. So, in which paragraph they talk about 2 people that are important in hip-hop? Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, or paragraph 3? Rap after 1985. So, rap after 1985. Where do they talk about 1985? Paragraph 1, 2, 3, or 4? Letter C. How turnbulism started. Where do they talk about turnbulism? Paragraph 1, 2, or 3. And the beginning of the hip-hop culture. Where does it start? Which paragraph do they talk about? Okay? So it's just the paragraph. Paragraph 1, 2, 4, 6. Just this. Then you have the useful language. Useful language is kind of a dictionary, okay? So you have the word in here, and you need to find the meaning, como se fosse a explicação da palavra, ok? Então, aqui eu tenho a palavra. Qual é a melhor explicação da palavra? Match the columns. And number 3, we have the underlined words and expressions in the text. So, for example, an example of this word, this, in the text is replacing another word. Ela substituiu uma outra palavra. For example, if I say this, Renata é uma boa professora. Renata ensina inglês. Renata trabalha no ângulo. Is it possible to use Renata so many times? No, it's not correct. So I'm going to say, Renata é uma boa professora. Ela ensina inglês. Essa palavrinha ela está se referindo a Renata. So that's what you have to do. This word this, que frase que veio antes, que está se referindo? A que palavrinha esse this se refere? It, these techniques, and he. Did you understand? Great. So this is your homework. You are going to read the text, Urban Culture, and then you are going to do the exercises on page 24. Exercise 2, then the useful language, and exercise 3. That's it for today, guys. Bye-bye.